everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I thought I would do a highly requested video. I've gathered a few things from around my home, and I thought I would just show you how I reuse everyday items that we come across or we might come across. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing I have here, this is an old plastic container, and I keep all of my lids in here for my canning jars and even just my repurposed jars. So this one is getting really full. This was I bought croissants in here. I might have to start a second one. But it's great because you can see what's in there, and if you're looking for something specific, it's easier to find because you can see right through it. This had strawberries in it, and I keep my batteries in it. Again, you can see through, so I basically know what batteries I'm out of and what batteries I need. So this is another great way to use these kinds of containers. And then I also have another one here where I also have this was also strawberries. These, I have just some seeds that were given to me. And another reused container. Most of you, or a lot of you, might not know what this is, but way back in the day when I was younger, in order to get pictures, you had to develop film. And the film came in these tiny little plastic containers. So I still have quite a few of these left from way back then. And also my mom, she gave me this thing full of flower seeds from her garden. And so again, it's see-through. I can see exactly what's in here. I don't even have to open it. Some other great uses that I have used these in the past for markers, crayons, pencil crayons, that sort of thing. The tiny holes in here are so small that your markers and or pencil crayons will not fall through. And again, you can see exactly what is in here. No need for labels. You can, if you feel like it, take off all of the labels, but I just left them on. I didn't see the point in taking everything off. So here this plastic container actually had some bath salts in it, and I collect all of our rubber bands, and that's what I keep in here. Another reused container. Oh, here are some more seeds in I do believe this had minced garlic or something. Can't really smell it anymore, but I think that's what was in here. And again, these are some dried out flower seeds. These tiny little containers are great for when you're traveling. I like to put in any kind of vitamins or whatever that I'm taking if I'm only going to be gone for 3 or 4 days or like 2 days, and then it's easier just to plunk a couple in here rather than carrying around a huge jar of vitamins and such. Much lighter and more space saving. Another couple little containers. This was from a hotel, but these containers are awesome. The ones that actually turn, and then it has a lid that opens. I love keeping these specific kinds because sometimes when you travel and you're not going to a hotel, I can still use these to refill with shampoo or conditioner. And they're perfectly sized for, again, a couple days. Instead of packing a huge bottle of shampoo and conditioner, you could just use these things, and as well you could put other things that you might want to squeeze and only have a little bottle of. And this is a reused spray bottle. I'm not even sure what it was for, but I just have water in here. So I use it to spray my dog's feet. And sometimes I use it in my hair when it's like what it's doing right now, just to get it a little bit wet. But water is always something good to have in a spray bottle. here I have this little container. This had soap in it, and I just fill it with these little cotton pads. And again, I use this for traveling instead of carrying a ginormous thing full. And I just brought this out. I just got some soap in here as well, and it's such a cute little container. I could use this for a gift, a small gift. Instead of wrapping it, you can use that for that, or you can use it for jewelry, or basically anything small. I really like reusing these kinds of boxes for gifts, so that's my preferred use. And then these spice things, I keep them for either refilling them with bulk spices, or I have one filled with baking soda and another with flour. And also, like again, I use them for different spices. This one had lemon pepper, but I have basil in here now. And again, this one I had something else in there, but now I have onion powder in there. So I do. And my baking soda one, I can't find it right now. I'm pretty sure I used it and then put it down and I forgot about it. Another little jars that I really like reusing are the essential oil bottles. I like to make my own blends instead of buying blends. I have one that I have just with jojoba oil, lavender, and vanilla. It is really nice smelling, and I like to use that at night. And then I have a few others, but that one I use the most. Again, I have a reused bottle here. This was actually a beer bottle, and I use this for my homemade mouthwash because the glass is dark, so the water, if you use a darker glass, the water is not supposed to go bad or something, but anyway, that's why I use this one. But you could use, this has had barbecue sauce in it. I've used this to bring drinks with me because it has this sealed tight lid. You can bring water or infused water or an iced tea with you on the go. It's perfect size and it won't leak, and you don't have to purchase a plastic bottle. I have some jars here. This one I just have soap in it, and I have it on the counter of my bathroom. And this had a candle in it. And another candle jar. I have some Q-tips in here. Again, I keep this on the counter of my bathroom. This is a jar that I actually got for Christmas. It had cookies in it, so you could use for giving gifts of cookies. I have put some of those dog greenies in here. She doesn't eat them anymore, but this is what I have left. Anyways, so jars are pretty versatile. I did a whole nother video on jars in itself, but you can pretty much put anything in there. Another couple things that I have, again, these I have buttons in this one, and then those medication bottles. In here I have an emergency sewing kit that I carry with me. It just has a threader, a tiny spool of thread, about 5 or 6 pins, and 2 sewing needles. And then I always carry a pair of clippers with me in my purse anyway, so that's what I use to cut the thread. So yeah, these things are great for that. You can also carry hairpins. I've carried, again, other medications or vitamins, spices, tea, if I only want to bring 1 or 2 with me. Those are great for carrying that. And then Altoids tins. In here I have a tiny to-go first aid kit. I just have a little thing of Neosporin, and then I have a bunch of different size band-aids, and then I also have a couple wet naps, and then I have, now for summer, an insect sting relief So that's all I carry in there right now. Sometimes I might carry like a couple Tylenol or aspirin or Tums or something in here, but these are so versatile too. Again, you can use this for sewing, an emergency sewing kit, an emergency kit. Yeah, I love these things. There's so many things you could use them for as well. Here I have a old lip balm container, and I put my homemade lip balm in here, which is basically coconut oil, shea butter, and some peppermint essential oil. In here I have an old lotion from Bath and Body. I actually had a body bar that I made in here, but I just used it up actually yesterday, so there's nothing in there right now, but I do love reusing this. Again, you can keep hairpins, buttons, glitter, all kinds of stuff in here. And another tin that I got something, this is actually from Germany. This is where I keep all my hairpins and stuff like that. And this is a little container that I got with chocolate in it. And I just keep some jewelry in here, like earrings. And then if I want to take my jewelry off when I'm out, I put it in here as well. Because sometimes when I go out, I don't always remember to put earrings on when I want to wear them. So at least I always have a pair that I can stick on if I want to have a pair of earrings on. So I do like to carry, I have this in my purse all the time. And, oh yeah, this container is an old Pringles container. My mom actually gave this to me. There was a present in here. These containers are great for wrapping those awkward shaped presents. You just wrap it in wrapping paper, and then you can't see through the lid, so you can't tell what it is. So I do like to save a couple of these throughout the year for different occasions, Christmas, birthdays, that sort of thing. And then this isn't really a container, but this is an old Ziploc container. And as you can see, it's had better days, and I don't even know what happened to the lid, so I just use it as a bottom for my plant so that when you water it, the water doesn't go everywhere. I do use a lot of these kinds of containers for this sort of thing, especially if they're missing lids. Instead of throwing them in the garbage, you can use them on the bottom of your plants. And then a couple last other things. These had peanut butter in there, and this one I have borax in here, and this one I keep my homemade dishwashing detergent in. So these containers are quite versatile as well. You can keep sugar, all kinds of stuff to keep bugs out. And then the last container, I have another tin here. This had licorice, all sorts, and again, more seeds are in here. Flower, I think these are marigolds. So that is all I have at the moment that I could find. I know I have more lying around my house. Everywhere I go, there's something reused, but that is what I thought I would show you this time so that the video didn't get super long. Oops. Anyway, sorry about that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. What are some ways you like to reuse your garbage? Let me know in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching. I love you. And as always, I hope you have a frugabulous day until the next time. Bye.